find it. It doesn't seem to be on any of these stations.
Keep looking.
Oh, you're going too slow. Let me take the wheel.
It's too fast. How could you even tell what's on?
I can tell.
Did you find any?
There it is. Go back.
Back.
Too late. I'm in the 40s. Gotta go around the horn. It's faster.
Oh, okay.
Now, Edge.
Hey everybody, this is Album 88 WRES 88.5, and we're here right now at the Eastern Atlanta for Mei Semones. She's performing down here on January 29th, and would you like to describe yourself?
Yeah, my name is Mei Semones. I make music. I live in Brooklyn, New York. Yeah.
Welcome to Atlanta. I
Thank
believe
you.
You've been to Atlanta maybe twice, 3 times for touring.
Yeah, I think I've been here maybe twice. I played here once before. I played a solo set at 529. I think I've been here once for something else, but yeah.
I was talking to your manager, and he was like, "Oh, this is the first time playing like a arena or like a stage like this, at,
Right,
like
yeah.
the Eastern."
It's definitely a bigger venue for us, yeah.
It's beautiful when you're on stage too. Everybody's out there, and like there's like a terrace on top too.
Right,
It's
yeah,
gorgeous.
yeah.
How do you like Atlanta so far? Is there any like places that you like to go down here, or any like food spots, or like anything that gravitates towards you?
Unfortunately, it's like when we're on tour, it's very much just like you go straight to the venue, then you play the show, and then you leave immediately. So we don't really get to see that much of the city. Yeah, today we got here, we picked up the drum kit we're borrowing, we picked up amp we're borrowing, just came straight here. So yeah.
Next up, I wanted to talk about like your transition from Michigan, then going to Boston, and then New York. How was that?
It was good. I mean, so I graduated high school, and then I pretty much moved to Boston like right after that and started going to Berklee. Went there for 4 years, and then after that moved to New York. I don't know, I don't really remember it being too crazy. I feel like moving to any new city, you're gonna have things to get used to and like making new friends and all that stuff, but yeah.
I was researching, and I saw that mainly all your bandmates right now are friends that you met at Berklee, which is like amazing.
Yeah,
And first off,
yeah.
like congrats for going to
Thank
Berklee.
you.
Congrats for graduating.
Thank
You're like
you.
top of your class too, right?
Yes.
Insane. What's it like surviving in New York, especially coming like straight from college?
I would say, I mean, graduating college and moving to New York, it was my first time. Like, I've been very lucky, and my parents have supported me throughout my whole life until I graduated college. And so that was like the first time I'm like, okay, I need to, pay rent and like do all this stuff. So I had to get a full-time job at a preschool, which was fine. It was a great experience. Worked there for like a year full-time, and then for another year part-time. And then now I am not doing that anymore. I quit like summer of last year, I think. I mean, I feel like it depends on where you're at in life and everything, but I think it's completely normal to have to like, get whatever job you need to get to live, basically. So that was my experience, yeah.
Props to you living in New York. Like it seems like everybody goes down there and it's like starving artists and whatever.
Right.
But
I mean, it's not. If you can get a minimum wage job, then that's like it's like it doesn't take that much, in my opinion. Yeah. If you're like frugal, yeah.
I wanted to talk about your latest EP, Kabutomushi. Like, what was the best parts of recording it?
I think my favorite part, so that EP was kind of recorded in like different pieces because we weren't, at that point, not my whole band had moved to New York yet. So like I recorded guitar and vocals in my friend's apartment, and then we recorded drums and bass at a studio in Boston, and we recorded strings in New York. So we were kind of doing it in different pieces. But I think my favorite part of that process was like seeing my bandmates play the songs. Yeah.
What was the inspiration for the album, such as like the name, the album artwork? What made you want to make this EP?
I feel like the inspiration just comes from, everyday life, the musicians that I look up to, and that's what makes me want to make music. And the art is by my mom, and like a lot of people ask about what the Beatles in my hair are, so basically that's like when I was younger. I would go to Japan usually every summer to hang out with my friends there and like go to the park. And one of the things that we would do sometimes is try to catch these beetles called Kabutomushi. They're called rhinoceros beetles in English. But yes, that's where that comes from.
Is there like ever a challenge where whoever could catch the most beetles? Was there like a tally?
I mean, the thing was there wasn't really that many of them, so even like finding one was like an achievement.
Did you find any? Like
We would get them occasionally. We just catch one and we'd keep it for a little bit and then let it go. Yeah.
That's crazy that you have like a your mom makes your album like artwork and all that. It's like such a great relationship to have.
Yeah, she's really sweet. Yeah.
Your vinyl release. I'm a big record collector. I bought your record like as soon as I got here, by the way. What's it like having your own like record in shops, people like selling it out? Because I heard your CD sold out like as soon as you released it online.
Yeah, it's really cool. This is I've never really had like physical music before until these releases, so it's really cool to see that. Like, I'm not really much of a, like, I have a record player and we have some records at our place, but I don't really like listen to CDs or tapes. Like, I've never even listened to my own CD or tape, which is crazy, but I think it's really great that people are buying it. It's really sick. Yeah. So
would you ever get into it by any chance?
Maybe. I'm just like, I feel like records are art. That's like already a whole commitment. Like, I don't know. Yeah.
Because I was gonna say, I was gonna give you a gift for coming down to Atlanta. I feel horrible.
No. I still would like collect them. You know what I mean? Like, even if I don't have anything to listen to them on. Yeah. Oh wait. Yeah, thank you. No, so I do have a record player, so this is great. I just don't have like a CD player or a cassette, whatever thing. Yeah. Thank you so much. That's so sweet.
Yeah, because I know your background was under jazz since you went to Berklee for it. It's like first person when I think about like jazz and rock, I think about King Cruel. That's such a like crazy thing to have.
Thank you. I'm so excited to listen.
Are you fond of King Cruel or?
I have not been, but I think I remember in high school there was like a few songs that I would listen to a lot. Yeah. Yeah,
because I think you'll love him. He's amazing. Yeah. Music videos. I know you shot, I believe, 3 or 4 music videos for your released EP. And what was that like? I believe you shot Kabutomushi in Japan,
yes.
right?
Yeah. So that video we did in Japan. That was really fun. The crew and like the director, they're all really amazing. So I was super happy with how it turned out. And the process was really fun too. It was just like so cold that day. I'll never forget how cold it was. But that was good. And then the video for Wakare no Kotoba was shot in New York by my friend Hayden. And the video for Inaka was like in New York and Connecticut with my friend Lucas.
So do you plan on having like your music videos like high budget?
Yeah, I mean, it depends on what you consider to be high budget, but whatever we need to do to make to execute the vision. Yeah. And
I also wanted to talk about your love for music. Like said, you had a jazz background at Berklee. I believe you wanted to get in jazz when you went to high school, right? Yeah, how was that?
Yeah, it was great. I mean, I feel like music school has its, some people love it, some people really don't like it. I had a great time. Like, I started studying jazz, I guess, like, or playing a little bit when I was in high school, and then decided to go to college for it and took it a little bit more seriously during college. I think I got a lot better at guitar and learned a lot, and that's like the point in my opinion. So yeah, I had a good time.
What's it like being a college student and a musician? Because like there's a bunch of people down here in Atlanta, like where I know friends who are like going to class but then going to a show right after like 9 p.m. What's that like?
I mean, I feel like at Berklee it's you have to be a musician to go to that school, so it's like, I mean, I think it's just part of education, I guess, like, surrounding yourself with other musicians and playing shows and having rehearsals and sessions all the time. It's just a lifestyle. Yeah.
Okay. Who are your favorite artists? You name one artist who's alive, one artist who passed, and one artist you believe should get the recognition that they deserve.
Okay. And is that one, does it matter if they're dead or alive?
Yeah, you can do either way.
Either one. Okay, so one artist that is alive, John Roseborough. He's a good friend. I think his music is really lovely. One artist that's dead, John Coltrane. He's my favorite musician. One person who I think should get more recognition. I don't know, I feel like a lot of people I like already have a lot of recognition.
Yeah.
But I think maybe more people should listen to maybe like Jim Hall. It's kind of
Jim Hall.
Most people might not know him, but he's really famous too, though. It just depends on what type of music you listen to, I guess. But
so is it jazz?
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wanted to get into my jazz band or jazz bag as soon as I figured out I was gonna interview you.
Yeah.
I wanted to get you a Coltrane record, but I was kind of in the budget and it wasn't looking too good. Yeah. You're well known for your fusion of genres. What would you describe your music as? I know this is kind of weird because you hear this at every interview, but
right.
Yeah.
Normally I just say jazz influenced indie J-pop. It's already kind of long, but I mean, it can't be any longer than that. So yeah.
Okay, fire. Because the
Yeah.
first thing that I thought of was like, I watched like it sounds like an anime opening or like an anime closing song, and just like
Yeah.
with all the violins, all the background instruments, and your
Mhm.
voices come in. It's beautiful. It's like
Thank
elegant.
you.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
Of course, of course. Your P.S. McCarthy. I
Yes.
noticed that's like your go-to guitar. You love that
Yes.
guitar on your Instagram. It's like played in
Yeah.
every post.
Yeah.
What made you choose that guitar specifically? And yeah, how do you like it?
Yeah, the way that I picked it out was, so my dad was very kind and he was like, you should get a new guitar. I think this was my junior year of college. He was like, you're
We're
gonna
gonna
be a
be
professional
professional.
musician, so you should get a professional
Professional
grade
grade
guitar. And I was like, cool, that sounds good. I wasn't even thinking about getting a new guitar.
Mm.
But we went to the Sweetwater's headquarters in Fort Wayne, Indiana, and I just played like, I don't know, like dozens of guitars for like 8 hours. Like,
Wow.
just
Sounds
played so
excruciating.
many, trying to find the one that I liked, and that is the one, like the PRS McCarty 594. I played and I was like, oh, this feels so right. And
Okay.
yeah, so that's how I picked it. I didn't even really know of the brand that much before.
Oh,
and
wow.
yeah, it was just played it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it seems like iconic at this point. Like the early May stages with the PRS.
Right, yeah.
So would you ever want to get like sponsored by them or any sense?
Yeah, I
or-
mean, I'm technically like an artist on their like endorsement page or whatever, but I would love to eventually, actually work with them in a bigger capacity. Like a
Nice.
signature guitar or something would be a dream come true, but it takes a lot to do that. So yeah.
Artists like Carlos Santana,
Yeah.
John Mayer, they were big fans of the guitar, and can't wait to see your name up there with those
Thank
PRS
you.
guitars. Yeah, of course.
Thank you.
I would lastly like to talk about touring. It seems like you've been touring since 2022, 23, and you're coming off such a big run of tours in 2024. What's the tour life like? It must be very like bearing, but you're getting to go to like all these different cities.
Yeah, that's exactly what it's like, to be honest. I mean, it's definitely a tiring thing to do. You're in a new city every day, basically, and you spend most of the day in a car or a van, and then you like get out and you play a show, and then you go to sleep and wake up and do the same thing again. But I really enjoy it because like playing shows and performing is my favorite part of music. Basically, like playing with my band is the most rewarding thing that I do in life, I feel like. So even if like the whole day I'm like, oh, I'm so sleepy, like I'm trying to like get work done in the van, but I can't concentrate because whatever, you're in a van and you don't have good service or like whatever, stuff like that. But then I play the show and I'm like, this is definitely worth it. Yeah.
What's your favorite stop? Like what stop or what city do you always like, oh, I can't wait to get there?
In the US,
Yeah.
I think Chicago is definitely a favorite. Yeah, really like Chicago, like as a city, and the fans are really sweet there, and just people are nice. And I have some good friends who live there too that I get to see every time we go. So, yeah, Chicago, yeah.
Yeah, because I know you headline or you had your own headline show to Chicago. You had your headline show in New York, PA, even Tokyo, from right? Yeah. How was that Tokyo show? That must have been crazy.
It was great. Yeah, it was really fun. I played in Tokyo for the first time January of 2024, and then went back in November of 2024. And those are both solo sets, but it was really cool. Yeah, really nice to meet people out there. And yeah.
Yeah, because I saw you said in an interview, it was like you're used to speaking in English and Japanese to an American crowd, but when you're going back to like Tokyo, it feels like they understand what you're saying and they're like, yeah.
Right, yeah, because I feel like here, people hear the Japanese and most people have no idea what I'm saying, which is fine. I don't think they need to understand, but it just feels a little different when I know, like, oh, these people know what I'm saying, basically. Yeah.
I was gonna say, what inspired you to be like bilingual when it comes to your music?
I don't know. I think it's just like I grew up bilingual and like I speak to my mom only in Japanese, and it's been a big part of my upbringing, like going to Japan every year. And when I started making music and was trying to figure out what my sound was, it just made sense to incorporate that because that's just a part of who I am. And yeah.
Yeah, because I was like the first thing I thought, like I heard you speaking Japanese. I think the first song I heard was
Wakare no kotoba? Yeah.
That was the first song I heard, and I heard you speaking Japanese at first. I was like, okay,
Yeah.
cool. That was gonna be like I thought you were a Japanese artist like from Japan, and I was like, okay,
Right,
sick.
yeah.
I hear you speaking English after, and it's like, holy, this is something I really just haven't heard before. It's just like essential to your music at this point, it seems like.
Yeah.
You're also touring with Panchico. Yeah, what's that like? Were you onto like the Panchico lore back in like 2020, 2021 when all that?
I actually had not heard of them really until, I mean, I had kind of heard of them, but I wasn't really familiar with them until I was asked to do the tour, which was like a few months ago, yeah.
And it's your first time going to Europe and
Yes,
UK to
I've
tour?
been to tour, yeah. I've been like for vacation and stuff, but I've never been to play shows, so.
Is there anything you're like on your hit list to do down there?
I don't know. I mean, I probably will go to the Eiffel Tower. And what else? I don't know. What does London have? That building. I'll probably go there. Is it called like Big Ben? Big Benny? Is that a thing? I might be making that up. But if it's real, I will go there. Yeah.
And lastly, what is your like dream set, dream tour? Where would you want to go to, and what artists do you feel like you would like best, I don't know, connect with on tour or play a show with?
Where I would want to go? I mean, I want to go everywhere in the world. We have yet to do like a Japan tour. Like I've only really played in Tokyo, so I really want to go to Japan and like tour more of the cities there. In terms of artists, I don't know. To be honest, I don't really listen to that much new music. I don't really listen to that many artists who are alive now. So I don't know if there's like an artist that I would feel super strongly about playing with. There probably is someone, I just like don't know who they are. Yeah.
No, valid. Like in my rotation, I'm listening to like old Nirvana and all
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
And
I
I
love
need to.
Nirvana.
Yeah, Nirvana's great. I heard you also like Smashing Pumpkins too, right?
Yes, yeah.
Cool. Do you like that old grunge sound, or?
I do, yeah. I feel like when I was in middle school, I was really into Nirvana and Smashing Pumpkins.
Nice.
Yeah.
What's your favorite Nirvana song, by any chance?
That's a hard question. I love In Bloom and Lounge Act also, but I like all of them honestly. Yeah.
Right answer.
yeah.
That's all the questions I have. I'd like to thank you.
Yes, thank
Of course. Thank you for coming to Atlanta. Thank you for playing at the Eastern. Thank you for allowing us to have this interview. It's kind of like spontaneous and in the cold. Is there anything you'd like to say for students, radio, anybody watching?
I guess we're gonna release our first album this year in May, so watch out for that. And we'll be back in Atlanta, I think, in the summer. So
Cool.
Yeah,
I will be there, most definitely.
Thank you.
Thank you again.
Yeah, thank you.
Mei Semones, and you have a great night. Can't wait to see you perform.
Thank you so much. Thank you
Perfect.
for coming.
Yeah, of course. And scene. Oh, yeah, except for actually that's not that. Square button.
5, 6,
square
7,
button?
Yeah.
8.
Months have passed and I'm okay. I forgot all my mistakes.